Yo, yo, yo. How are y'all doing tonight? I hope you guys are well. I got Judith planes working, so we are on here checking out the Vredo pack tonight, but first, we need to finish harvesting and picking up the straw, baling and picking up the straw from this field so that we can do some stuff with the Vredo stuff for it. But I do want to go in here and go over some of the equipment real quick. I do have a video going over this stuff that I put out today or yesterday, one of the two. I forget what I put out, which I put out 6 videos in between yesterday and today, and a short. No, I didn't do a short. I was gonna do a short for one of the videos I put out today, but it didn't. It was gonna be too much of a pain, so I just did it as a long form video. But here's one of the overseeding tools, and as you can see at the bottom here, it also does the grasses custom on this map. I have all my mods in here, that's why I decided on Judith tonight. I thought we would come in here and see how it interacts with some of the other mods I run on here on a modded map. See how everything interacts with PF and stuff tonight. But one thing I am noticing, and hopefully we don't have problems, I did a video on this today. Of course I hit the wrong button. If I go in here to my settings and I scroll down to the bottom, the Vredo settings aren't in here. So hopefully we still see some boar and stuff on here. But yeah, I have something that's making the Vredo settings in the menu not show up. They're not anywhere like seasons, crops and growth, vehicle control, dynamic field prices, realistic weather, realistic livestock, additional contracts, maintenance costs and repainting, enhanced loan, and precision farming, and then I can't go down any further. Well, that's something I've noticed, but we'll take that as we have to. Let's get this harvest going here so that we can get to some other stuff here. I am planning on going at least 3 hours tonight, if not a little bit longer, but we'll see. I'm planning on going at least 3 though, so that we have time to really dig in and experiment with some of this stuff. And I might even be live again tomorrow or Friday. Or both. Oh, also, you might notice, or not, because it's been a while since I've been on here, our money is lower than it was at the end of last stream. That's because I did a couple things. One, I got that for the making of the thumbnail. I hire purchased that. That is in the thumbnail of this stream. And also, I exchanged a piece of equipment we had. I got us a new plow because the other one was, I brought all the equipment and vehicles back here to the farm, and the other plow that I had picked out was too wide to get through the farm, so I switched it out for this guy. That's the 18-meter swift disc. Yep, I got everything back over here. Figured I would do that off stream so that we didn't have to waste time doing it on stream. Also, in testing to make sure we could sleep on here, I did fast forward a couple days, so we're a couple days ahead of where we were last time. To adjust my mic so I can see the full chat. There we go. Ah! Also, I'm not gonna put them down until we see the boars, but if we start having problems with boars in here in animals, in other, there are your feeding stations. Right here, there's a small one, and then there's a bigger one right here. Thing about these, you see that it says cannot be placed here. Getting some info tonight that I haven't gotten out on videos yet. I'll be tackling boars in my tomorrow videos, but you're getting a little sneak peek. Cannot be placed here. Well, if I come over here by, this is the farm. They have to be placed, these feed-in stations have to be placed by trees. So, we are going to be selling this canola. You don't need, did we have a production? I forget what we were doing on here. No, I got the oil plant. The canola will go, at least as much as it will fit, will go into the canola plant. That's right. Or canola plant, oil plant. Jeez. Sorry. Oh, it's been a long 3 days. Your girl has been working a lot the past 3 days for you guys. Well, especially for this channel the last 2 days. Monday was working on stuff for my other YouTube channel. I'm just gonna go in like a straight line here. I'm not gonna curve with the field, because I want to try and get a straighter line here. Is my mic working? Yeah, it is. Okay. Ever since it didn't record audio for my one video the other day, for Monday's video, I've been keeping an eye on my audio levels more. But yeah, I'm gonna be integrating the Vredo pack into all of the streaming series and Let's Plays, so it's nice to be back on Judith. I really do enjoy this map. I'm glad I got the mod conflict we were having with sleeping figured out on here. Which, I'm still not really sure exactly what mod was causing the problem. I need to add in the 3 mods I deselected one by one and figure out which one it actually was causing the problem. So yeah, we will harvest this canola up, get it over to the oil mill, and then we are going to bale and pick up the straw real quick because we're gonna need it for animals, and then we're gonna get into Vredo stuff. Which we might have to F12 in some slurry because we don't have animals yet, so keeping my eye out for any boar. I have only seen through all the stuff I've done with the Vredo pack the past couple days, I've only seen boar once last night when I was done with work stuff and went on PV Rivers Remastered, not recording or anything, chilling in a voice chat with Robin Moose. Then I see a group of boar last night. I was like, really? I've been on Riverbend all day, and I haven't seen a single boar, and I stopped recording, or trying to do stuff to record, come over here and chill, and then within like, I think it was within less than an hour for sure of me switching over to rivers, I see boar running through my field. I was like, are you kidding me? And then Moose was like, I think the boar are camera shy. I was like, yeah, I think so. Oh. I think we might put grass, or actually, maybe we'll do clover or alfalfa. Hold on. What is in that field? Are there any? How much is that field? Ah! Fields are so expensive on this map. What's the... Ooh, we do own that. What is that? That's... Is that this forest? Here that we own? Alright, hold on. Can I... Because our farm is over there. Okay. That is a tree line over there. Because I kind of want to keep this as a crop field. But I want somewhere we can put some... Make a grass field. Well, we'll get this field harvested and picked up with straw and prepped and replanted, and then we'll worry about a grass field area. Oh, jeez. Hey, Adam. Thanks, Discord. Oh. I actually remembered to schedule this stream earlier. But usually, it still notifies you when the person actually goes live. Thanks, Discord. I was gonna say, the stream might not have went out to notifications, which is why I scheduled it. Because I did already put out 3 videos today. That's what happens during DLC releases. Oh, shush. I put out more content on this DLC than some of the freaking Giants partners who've had it for who knows how long before it came out. Don't get me wrong, I love a lot of those guys, but I'm kind of disappointed in the lack of content from some of them with this DLC. Like, there's actually quite a bit to this DLC, and some of it's not as straightforward as you would think. And that one video I did today about the settings for it, that was like 4 words of a sentence in the release blog, and I've seen like no one cover those. And it's kind of neat that they gave separate settings for them so that if you like just want the Vredo equipment but you don't want like the extra features it gives, you can turn off the, well, when it actually shows up, you can turn off the the like grassland damage, and you can turn off the boar damage. It's neat. I like it. I think the release and how you install it could have been better, but overall, I like it. It's different, like, and like the wild boar thing, that's a real problem in some areas in real life. So like, them bringing that into Farm Sim, I think is really cool. Arr.
Generation of my time. There is nothing we
Can't do.
break from breaking through. Don't come around and waste my time. A generation of my kind.
So if we get to that point tonight, we're not gonna have any special contracts on this map. Because better contracts is one of the mods I took out to get sleeping to work. And also selecting mods to come in here earlier. I noticed that real dirt color isn't working again. Once again, real dirt color is showing as outdated. But that's, I think, the only mod I've noticed. Let's go over here and grab this little piece I missed before I forget about it. Just because I can. And it's gonna annoy me if I don't. Oh, funny. That didn't even register as a leader. No, it was not even worth it, but it was annoying me seeing it over there. I wonder if I own that land. Do I own any of that land? We do. What is that? Sawmill right there. I wonder. How far over here we own? That's a nice big open area already. We could move that out some, like right here. We could make this a grass field. I don't know how far over I own. That's pretty much ready to plow up and make a field. We wouldn't even have to remove trees. It looks like we own quite a ways over there too. That's an idea. That would be less work than that over there. Okay. we're not getting the best yield off of this, but this is the, I didn't do anything to this crop. This is like the first harvest of the crop that was here when we bought this field, so for that being the case, it's not too bad, but we'll definitely get a better yield off this field next planting and harvest, because we'll actually have it prepped for PF. Man, I love precision farming so much. Like, if they ever not do PF, I don't know what I would do with myself. Like, I've played PF in single player I have not played a map in single player without PF once PF has come out for a game since they first introduced PF in 19. Like, I fell in love with PF in 19, and yeah. I think at some point they should just make it base game. Make it a base game toggleable feature that you can turn on or off. Make it a base game feature like seasonal cycles that you can turn on if you want it or turn off if you don't. Yeah. Oh, there's no way I would have been able to stream last night. Yesterday was a long day. Lately, I've been staying up until like 4 or 5 a.m. I crashed at like 2 a.m. last night. I was so tired. Jeez. Not equating what I do with what you do because yours is a lot more, but I've been working my butt off this week too. Yeah. I also feel, now that I'm feeling a lot better, I'm pretty much better now. I also feel obligated to put in the time and make up for what I lost with over the past 5 months. I know I still did some content and got a bunch of followers the past 5 months, but I still feel obligated to kind of make up for lost time. And I'm always busy during DLC releases. Yeah. Of course. Are those? Get out of my field, boars! Get! Oh. 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 I did not need that picture in my mind. Thanks, Adam. Alright, harvest is done. Alright. Let's tag that. What did we get off this field? How many liters did we get off this field? I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Yeah, it will all fit in the oil mill. I think that has like an... Yeah. 960,000 liters. Yeah, we won't have any near that, but we'll go ahead and turn that on. It's set to keep already, so we're good there. But like I predicted, instead of get out of here birds, it's get out of here boars now. That's kind of why I said that. Get out of here boars. 532,000 liters, not bad. More than I thought we were gonna get off that field for not fertilizing it or anything, because it came already ready to harvest, so we didn't get a chance to fertilize that field or anything. So for that fact, honestly, that's a pretty decent yield. That's more than I thought we were gonna get. I have no clue what the fastest way to get to this factory is, so we might not be going the most efficient way. I should look at the big map and see where this actually is. Down there. Yeah, we can shoot across here and down, I think. Yeah, we want to turn here, and we should come pretty close to where we need to be. Who are those weirdos? Who's this weird guy? Like your clutch, like your DJ. Oh. All right. That should start making us some canola oil. Back to the farm, and then we can start belling up that straw. I don't have it in here because I keep forgetting to install it on this profile. This would be a good spot to fish with the Highlands DLC. Maybe I'll put that in before we put that in later. Do a little fishing. I don't know why. I probably do actually, because it kind of reminds me of the placeable fishing pond from Highlands. That would be a neat little spot to do some fishing. Not sure when I'm gonna be starting them back up, but as promised, I will be finishing. I know another DLC has come out, but a promise is a promise, and I will be finishing the Highlands tutorials like I promised you guys. So, after all the Vredo stuff, I will get back to those and finish those up for you guys. In April, another the Spring Hofbergman update is coming out, of which I am gonna get back to tutorial videos on Hofbergman when that comes out. There's been quite a few Terraform updates now, and it's a bit more complete, so I'm going to be starting on some Hofbergman. Not Hofbergman. Yeah, I said Hofbergman, but I will be starting on some Terraform videos. I'll be learning that and starting on some Terraform videos. This can go in the big shed. Yeah, because I don't have room on those smaller sheds. So, this can go in here. Oh, what tractor do I want to bell with? I've honestly forgotten some of the stuff I bought for this series. What baler do I have? Trailers, tractors, planters, combines, belly, Colossus switch, 250. I think we can pretty much use any of these then. Yeah. We'll use this. I like this tractor. I do want to change the color on this baler real quick, though. Yeah! That's better. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Nope, stop. No. This way. Unfold. Uh, 245s. Lower. Turn on. We haven't used this yet, so bale count is fine. I didn't go with anything too crazy on the width of this. I just wanted it so that we could get a whole swath in one pass. I think I went with the 5 meter if I remember right. 5 or 10. I made that corner too soon. That's why we missed that. But yeah, we're gonna build all this up because we're gonna save it for animals. But yeah, I think we're gonna need to F12 in some slurry because unfortunately we don't have animals yet. Okay, I have seasonal growth set to no on here so we can plant anything. I never thought you would have boar in the game, much less have them, like, actually, like, affect your crops. Like, which, like I said, I really like it because, like, boars, like, we need to get the harvester out of our way. But anyway, boars, like, damaging farmers' crops is, like, a real threat in real life. So, like, to me, having something like that in the game is just really cool. We'll just put that over there for now. I don't want to waste time taking it back to the farm right now. I'll answer that question this way. I can't show you because for some reason it's not showing up on here, but I did a video on it earlier. But you can turn off the boar damaging your crops, but I think they still run around on the map like the deer in that case. And you can also disable the, like, grassland damage as well. But unfortunately, when I go in here to settings, underneath precision farming, there should be a Vredo section and it's not here. I don't know what if PF is causing an issue with it. I haven't. No, because I had PF on Rivers last night. Now I'm gonna have to go up on the Rivers after stream and see if I have those settings there. I'm not exactly sure what's causing that yet. But for some reason, they're not showing up on here for me, but yes. You can disable the damage from the boars and the grassland damage. So, like, if you just wanted the equipment, you could disable the boar damage and disable grassland damage, and you wouldn't have to deal with either. Like I said, though, the boars might still run around on the map. I'm not sure yet. I, of course, in testing, have had both enabled. And again, with, like, the grassland, I think that's another cool feature because, like, your grass spots of your grassland would, like, what's the correct word? Your grassland, not the word I was thinking of, but basically your grassland would get, like, empty spots after a while in real life. Like, again, it's just, like, another, like, maybe this isn't the right word, but, like, another quality of life feature for the game that I think is really cool. But again, like I said on past DLC releases, I come into games and DLCs with zero expectations so that I can enjoy what we're given. And do I think they could have been a little bit more transparent with some things on this DLC? Yes. But I think overall, I really, really like this DLC. And I think it's gonna be a fun implementation on streams. But I think it's really gonna be a fun implementation on Let's Plays. Yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to play a map like realistic to the real life area, yeah, you can turn them off. I was gonna say, if I was being technical, which I'm not, I wouldn't have streamed this map tonight, because this is in Montana. Oh, that's why I said I'm just gonna answer this way and said bore instead of what you said. But in these type of streams, I am more transparent, especially since I haven't covered the boar in videos yet. Which will be tomorrow's videos, but... if you had said that in a couple streams from now, I probably would have had a different response. Oh. And I'll probably cut out some of this stream for some shorts, like that answer to that question. probably gonna sit down one day this weekend and go through the past week or so of streams, because there's some shorts I want to get from some of these streams I've done lately. Get some more YouTube shorts on this channel and some more TikToks. I haven't posted anything on TikTok in a while. I'm debating getting a channel Instagram to try and bring some more people in too. Throw some shorts over there as well. Thinking about it. I've been getting back into Instagram lately. Upping the bell size on this baler was a good idea. We should be able to get all these over in one trailer. Do I? I don't think I do. Consumables. I wish you could buy pallets of slurry. Yeah, we're just good thing this isn't a survival series. Cause we're just gonna have to F12 in slurry. What? We're already an hour and a half into stream? Good thing I'm feeling up to a long stream tonight. another reminder I should have said at the beginning. Next week, actually maybe even later, maybe even weekend, definitely next week, I am going to be starting streams at 9 p.m. Eastern to be safe, maybe 8. I'll be starting streams at either 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern from now on. Starting next week, for sure. Maybe the weekend, but definitely starting Monday. That way we can do longer streams more often and it not be so late for me after stream, because usually after streams is when I record. Well, a lot of times anyway. We only have 4 bales right now, but remember, each bale is 50,000 liters with the capacity I set, so we actually gotten quite a bit of straw off this field. What, that would be 200,000 liters in those 4? Yeah, I think we're gonna make that area to the right into a grass field. And then maybe at some point we'll get rid of those trees and make that another one. Which actually I think we're gonna do alfalfa or clover. I thought I was gonna hit that bell. That was close. And we'll just get the rest of that in a second. We're gonna start missing some of one of them. Yep, that's what I thought. Don't even know why I tried that. Oh. Yeah, I definitely liked the color we switched this to better than that other one. All right. Billing is done. Go grab the. Actually, need to look. I said stop. Again? I need to look at the trailers we bought. So I bought that for pallets. And then that for bells. Okay. It's getting dark in game. We're gonna have to sleep soon. But it is also December in game, so. I do also. Did I already? Yeah, I did. Okay. I wasn't sure if I had moved all those up or not. I don't think I have all of them. Have I? Drop it. Here we go. This goes over here. Oh, we also got some nice drive-through sheds last week that I'll be using on some of our new farm builds that we haven't done on some maps yet. So this can go away for now. Somewhere. Can we fit it next to the windrower here? The swaffer? Windrower? Swaffer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's hooked up to that. We'll use this guy. And which one is which? Okay, this is our bell one. Alright, let's go pick up these bells, and then we're gonna sleep, and then we can get into some Vredo stuff. Which, this stream also helps me with videos, because one of the remaining videos I want to do is Vredo and precision farming. Operating position. I think we're good. I think that's it. I don't see any more. Oh, I think the pallet storage. Is that up here or is that down below? And that's over here. No. I believe that's the pallet storage. Anyway, I don't remember. One way to find out. That's not... Okay, I think we're gonna have to switch out this bale storage. Actually, no, that's the bale storage down there. It is down there. What did I get this shed for? Oh, you know what that's for? It's for the harvester. Okay, I remember now. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been on here. I don't remember exactly how I set up this farm. But yeah, it made sense that I put the bale storage down below because that's where the animals are. I need some more lights down here. I definitely need more lights through here. I definitely need more lights through this section. Because, yeah, I missed my... turn off there. Lights. I think... yeah, that's the one I want here. Okay. Later, Adam. Night. I'll be live tomorrow or Friday again. Or both. I haven't decided for sure yet, but definitely one of them. Alright, put this away. And then we can sleep through the night. And then we can finally get to some Vredo stuff here. This was in this one, I believe. Yep. There we go. Yes, I am going the right way. Okay. Wanted to make sure I was walking the right way. Beautiful waterway right here. I love how this turned out. One sec. Aw, I was gonna jump up on there for what I'm about to do. Another future thumbnail. There we go. Take those thumbnail chances when I can, because then I have thumbnails saved for future streams on this map. Alright, back to what we were doing before I noticed that beautiful thumbnail opportunity. We need to deal with that in the morning too. We need to landscape that down a little bit. "9 a.m. My favorite time to sleep to in this game. Alright. Another quick landscaping project, and then we are going to get to work on Vredo. Okay, and then we go level. Yeah, I know I'm messing up some of the outside, but I'll fix that in a minute. Okay, and then you can just come for here and level this back off a little bit. It's not doing what I wanted to do. I'll do that after stream. Alright. This is what I want. Like I said, we don't have animals yet, so I am just gonna have to F12 some... What? No, I can't F12 slurry into here. Shoot! What to do, what to do, what to do. Okay, here's what we'll do. Good thing Glow Stick is good at improvising on the spot. I shouldn't care about color, but just do this real quick. I don't care about frame. Give me chrome for the wheels. We'll do that. We'll F12 the slurry into that. And then hopefully we can fill the Vredo from that. So, off stream later, I will move up all those lights we just put in, and I will fix the pool at the house. Thing that's annoying is we have to go pretty much all the way across the map to get this tanker. So I hope this works. I hope this plan works. Oh yeah, that's the corn header. I'll have to go grab that later too. If you have not, do not forget to subscribe and like the stream. That would be appreciated. I wouldn't change where I picked for our farm on this map, but because I like it, but that is a downside of picking a place so far away from the shop. It takes a hot minute to get to the shop to get stuff. This map, I just love this map though. It's so gorgeous. DJ Modding did such a good job with this. He always does. I love DJ Modding's maps. Oh, it's not working. Why is that link not working? One sec. Oh. That's why. I forgot I have to do that. If you want this map right there, there is. If you want this map, right there is a link to DJ Modding's itch.io page. You can get this map and all of his apps from previous games are on there as well. If you are on PC, I forgot to get that link to work with YouTube. I have to change the stream name on the stream deck. It's not like Twitch and Kick where I can just make a link and click it and it works. Every stream that we do on this map, I have to go in there and click it to the stream title of this stream so that the link works, because YouTube has to be complicated. This is definitely a oversized tractor for how small this tanker is. Okay. F12, can I put slurry in here? Fill. There we go. Okay. So we'll just have to pull up the Vredo from this, and we should be able to fill that from this. At least, I hope. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of a quicker way back. At least I think. A little bit of a quicker way back to the farm. If you are watching this, as a video, I will try and link the It's DJ Modding's itch.io in the description after stream. This is going to be another test, though, because I have not used any of this Vredo stuff with PF yet, so this could be interesting. It's like lawn bridges with fields to one side, a waterway to the other side. I love it. So good. I know where we are. I know what turn I need. Oh, I don't need that big map anymore. Did my music die? It said stop. No, it's just another song that's too quiet for how low I had the music on my end. Because I control the volume that I hear separate from what you guys hear. Because for me, it's controlled by my headset sound, like volume level, not my computer. So, I have to mess with the volume a little bit on my end sometimes. I know there are some creators that don't like listening to their music during their streams, so they just put it to like where the stream can hear it and not them. But I really enjoy it. But I have for a long time been really good at multitasking. Like, I'll give you guys a little secret that I've given some of you guys on Twitch and Kit before. I don't know if I've said this on YouTube or not, but when I'm recording like long time-lapse sections of videos, I watch YouTube videos while I'm recording. I have a separate like scene for recording that mutes my desktop audio to the stream so that I can listen to music or watch videos while I'm recording super long time-lapse segments of videos. Now if there is a time I need to come in and say something, I just pause it, unmute my mic, say what I want to say. Do we have to? turn on lower unfold. That's unfolding that. Unfold slurry arm? Is that what I need? Yes. You have to unfold the slurry arm to fill this up. Old. Fold slurry arm. Push the right buttons. There we go. Okay. I wonder if that's why you can't F12 it. The injector we have on the back, though, is 18 meters. It's the biggest injector that comes with this pack. What we have right here is the Vredo VT7138. And then we have the Vredo Profi XL1B right here on the back. That's what we're running here. So we'll put the slurry down, which we have the PF score for this, right? No, we don't. Now we do. I could have swore we bought that, but I guess not. Alright. So we'll put slurry down. We will lime. And then we're gonna plant. And then we'll see from there if that's the end of the stream or if we do more. And I am thinking I am probably gonna stream tomorrow and Friday. So if we don't get to it tonight, we will work on grass field making and prepping and planting tomorrow night. Alright, unfold. is some very cool animations with this DLC. I'll say that too. Lower. Turn off for a second. I need a drink. Alright. Let's turn her on. Is that doing anything? Okay, you know what? We are instead going to Lime first so I can see what we're doing here. Because it's a different fertilizer type, we should be able to spread the slurry and get the second fertilizer stage when we plant. If not, we'll come back through and fertilize again after the first growth stage. 'Cause I can't see what I'm doing there, so I want that hooked up there. Let's use this. What were we doing for lime? Do I have stations down? Or were we buying that from the store for now? It's the silo. We're gonna be making it eventually, but we need the stuff for that first. Do I have store deliveries on here? What? I don't have store deliveries on here? Alright, we will temporarily... I'm not going back into town again. So, we will... What is it that I need? Containers. That's what I need. We'll probably need some seed too. Let's see here. Lime. Which, here is that spreader right here. I didn't put the arms on this? Actually, I don't think you can on this one. Lime, we'll buy some lime. Like I said, eventually we'll be, producing our own seed and fertilizer and lime, and once we get animals, we'll have slurries, so we won't have to F12 that in. I think we'll let this fill to like 50,000 liters. We'll see what that does. Whoever that was, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I need to get alerts set up for YouTube, since I'm gonna be over here for all the YouTube streams now. And I've tried. Drink you off my mind. You know what? Well, that's filling up a little bit. Let me see if I can fix this. No, the lowest brush level. There we go, that's better. But yeah, now that I'm gonna be over here a lot more again with all farm sim streams, I need to get the alerts set up for YouTube so that I know when you guys sub and I can thank you properly. Alright, we'll take this, and if we need more, we'll come back. But now, the pool is a proper pool. Awesome. Alright. Let's get this limed, and then we hopefully should be able to see better spreading the slurry. We're getting a nice green with this lime. Getting a nice pH. Awesome. We are going through a bit of lime, but after this first one, we shouldn't go through as much. One of the reasons why I love PF so much, because you save a lot after the first, lime spreading, you save a lot in lime. After the first fertilizing spreading, you save a lot in fert, you save a lot in seed. Certain crops don't even need fertilizer with PF, like soybeans and peas off the top of my head. Two crops that do not require fertilizer at all with PF. We should be good on lime, I think. Maybe? Then, like I said, hopefully we can see a lot better what we're doing with spreading slurry. Oh yeah, that's nice. Do we have weeds on? No. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna be good on lime. Awesome. Alright. We're just gonna put this over here for now. We'll need it probably tomorrow for the grass field we're gonna be making here. The bunch of that, whatever we own, is gonna be turned into a grass field tomorrow. Alright, let's jump back in this and see if we can better see what we're doing now. If not, I might have to grab a mulcher and mulch that stuff down. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we can see what we're doing. Still not sure if it's changing the pH. But at least now we can see what we're doing in the actual field. I'm not sure if it's changing the nitrogen. I don't know. I can't tell. Five out of 200. Hold on. Let's see here. In the okay, right here nitrogen is 0. That here nitrogen is 5. So it is, but not a lot. So let's spread this on the field. We're gonna spread this on the whole field. Remember 5. So we're gonna spread this. And then we're gonna plant with fertilizer and see how much that goes up. And we'll have to see what we need for animals, because that will determine what we are going to be planting. Because I don't want to have to keep F12 in slurry, so I think getting the food we need and getting at least cows or pigs, whatever I have on here, pens for on here. I didn't have both, but we'll get one of those going at least so that we can get some slurry and manure going here. In particular, slurry for this DLC. No, that's the trailer I had. So I did get both of those back to the farm. Yep. There's the trailer I had the grain header on, and then there's the corn header right there. Because that's how I brought them both. Which, I still have the harvester sitting over there, so not a big deal. Yeah, by the time we get this done and get this field planted and fertilized again if we have to, we will be doing the grass field tomorrow night. But we will finish the work we need to on this field before I end stream. And then Friday, I think we'll jump on Ray County and check out some of this stuff on there. And then, stream-wise, Monday will be on Yukon. I'm glad we saw some boars at least once. Not that sign into our field. Oh wait, that was me. Oh. Nope, we're gonna hit that tree. Mm. Yeah, I am really curious what planting with solid or liquid fertilizer is going to do to the nitrogen. I should do another headland. So I'm not going into the street, but And oh, you guys can't say I never use AI. Because I used AI in my yield video today because that's the only fair way to do those type of videos. Yeah, we're gonna do another headland real quick on the top and bottom here. Take that how you will, but you know what I meant by it. Good thing I got the biggest injector I could. This is still taking a minute. We definitely did not need to F12 and 10 million liters of slurry, but we'll have it until we can get animals growing. And then we'll just F12 it back out of existence. once we get animals going and we start getting enough slurry and or manure that we can use, we'll F12 that F12 slurry back out of existence. How we doing with canola oil? We are producing awesome. Yeah, 3 headlands was definitely better. We're not going out into the street now. Come on, Field, I'm trying to get drink. Oh well, we'll leave that tiny spot, it's fine. It's not like we're increasing nitrogen by a whole lot anyway, but like I said, this is my first time trying out this DLC with slurry. I played a little bit on PV Rivers last night, but I already have the fields spread with manure on there and slurry on there, and I'm planting. So this is my first time working with slurry and PF and the DLC. Yeah, I ain't gonna worry about that little spot. It's not worth it. We'll get it with the planter. 3 more passes here, including this one. And then we can get this field planted. Which, hopefully, since it's technically a different fertilizer type, it will take fertilizer while we're planting. If not, we'll have to fertilize after. Yep, we'll have a little bit of one more pass here. That's fine. Alright, last little bit here. Then we can go get the planter. Which I think we have another tractor we can use. Yeah, we can use this guy. What do I have for a planter? Oh yeah, the Kenzie. Which is liquid fertilizer, I believe. We have the Chris S. and Riley S. Kenzie here. I believe is what we got. Which, once again, I'm gonna change the color on. Because I was gonna go. Maybe. Alright, let's hook this up first. I was gonna go to a different color scheme when I bought a couple of these things. And then I changed my mind. Okay. Why is Mobile Workshop all of a sudden not want to work? Fine. Change it later. Yeah, it's liquid fertilizer. No, that's not what I want. No! Yeah, we have cows, chickens, and sheep. So yeah, we don't have pigs. So, what do we need we need straw for bedding. So let's do this. Let's do wheat, because we'll have the wheat for the chickens. And then we'll have the straw for the cows. Freaks and nerds, this isn't what you want. And we also need to put down a liquid fertilizer tank, because I skipped putting one down because I couldn't remember which one we needed. That was in up here. Containers are up here. Hey, when the world went by, everything's alright. Liquid. I don't think that matters either. Was put her down right there. And man. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that tractor sitting there. So, score. One's a hypocrite. Alright. Let's get this filled up with some dirt and seed. And get that field planted. I think we're gonna do 25,000 liters of each. And then we'll go from there. If we need more, we'll come back, but we're running out of money. And I still have higher purchase payments, I need to make. We have, let's see, $5,000, $5,713 in monthly costs for higher purchase stuff that we need. Didn't I put... Wasn't this seed? Yeah? Come on. Why? Do I have to fill this one up first? That's why. This is one you have to fill up first. Okay. Why are you still not filling? Oh! The fertilizer filled fine. I swear, when these planters and seeders, it's always a thing of one will fill no problem, and then you always have trouble with one of them. There we go. Jeez. Once this fills up, we'll buy 10,000 more, and then we'll get to planting here. Okay? Let's buy another 10,000. And while that's filling up, I will BRB real quick. Alright. Let's go get this field planted. Oh, my voice is going. I'm not used to talking this long. It's been so long. Okay, that light kind of like pushed over some when I ran into it. That's interesting. I've never ran into those lights like that. That's very interesting. That's neat. I've never seen something like that in Farm Sim. That's cool. That's interesting. Alright, let's get her unfolded. Which animation takes a second. There we go. Lower, turn on. I know I don't have access to this land. I will in a minute. Okay, now with this, we're getting the green. We're going from 10 up to 200. Perfect. Awesome. Interesting. Definitely have to do some more experimenting here. Which is only the second day Vredo has been out, and I'm still first time I've used it with PF for like slurry spreading. So there's definitely some more experimenting to do with the whole Vredo pack and PF thing. That video probably won't come out until sometime next week, just because I need to do some more testing. But I'll have some videos on, at least a video on the boars tomorrow. And I'll probably have a couple of shorts from this stream the next few days. The PF video probably won't come out until next week because I need time to do some more thorough testing. Which we'll continue to do on stream the next couple days. I'll be streaming tomorrow and Friday. Which I will probably schedule both of those streams sometime tomorrow. I usually try to do that, but the past 3 or 4 that I've been back have been kind of spontaneous. have been Survival Mondays and I just forgot. Which actually I could probably schedule that stream too, so. Just an FYI, the next 3 streams will probably be scheduled on the channel sometime early tomorrow afternoon, evening-ish. Which will be tomorrow night, Friday night, and Monday night here on YouTube. Tomorrow night, we will be doing the grass field work on here. Making a grass field, getting it prepped and planted. And maybe some other stuff. Maybe some contracts if we have time. And then Friday, we will be exploring more Vredo over on Ray County. And then Monday, we will be field making over on Yukon. And then Let's Plays wise, we'll have Survival Monday on Monday. And I might try and get a different Let's Play series video out with some Vredo stuff over the weekend, but no promises there. Like I said, I am pretty much better, so we're ramping up content here slowly back to what it was before my break. This week is definitely going to be a test to see if I'm ready for that. So far, so good, but we'll see how I'm feeling after streaming the next 2 days as well. Yeah, I definitely want to change the color on this planter. Maybe though a little bit of a darker yellow. I like the yellow, but it's a little bit too bright for the rest of the colors I have going on with equipment. It's gonna be interesting to see if we see more boars as we buy up more of the map. In the whole 3.5 hours I've been streaming, we've only seen the boars that once. So, as like seeing if the frequency of how often we see them increases as we buy up more of the map is gonna be interesting. Of course, if they become too much of a problem, we'll have to put down some feeders for them. Which isn't a big deal. Ooh! Speaking of those little suckers. Where did they go? Is that not? Okay, that's those. I thought those were boars for a second. I was gonna say, speaking of. Nope. They're just plants in the grass. That's funny. Oh, jeez. But isn't that what they looked like? Like, I don't know. That's not the first time those freaking plants have tricked me in the past couple days into thinking they were boars, honestly. I don't know why those things look like boars from far away, but they do. But yeah, plant wheat in here. We'll have wheat to save for the chickens. And we'll have the straw for bedding for the cows. We'll have to supplement our income with some contracts, which I'm hoping I can get contract boost to work on here so that we have some better contracts again. Actually, you know what? I think we... Chaff. Yeah. wonder if better contracts was conflicting with one of the other contract mods I have. 'Cause I have a few different contract mods. But the thing is, we're not getting the field discounts without better contracts. Because that was a part of better contracts. So yeah, I still want to see if I can get better contracts working. We do still have special contracts because that's from additional contracts. But without better contracts, what we're missing is the field discounts, and I really liked those, especially on this map. So I'm gonna work on seeing if I can get that to work again. Because having those field discounts would be a huge help on this map because fields are so expensive. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to supplement our income with contracts because we're dedicating our fields to crops for animals. Because even the alfalfa or clover, whichever one we put in, we're gonna be saving for animals. So, dedicating our fields to food for animals so that we can get those going as soon as possible. We're gonna have to supplement some income with contracts, which isn't a big deal. Those are boars. Get out of my fields. Get out of here, boars. Get. Not gonna lie, that's kind of fun. Oh, that might be way too fun. Not gonna lie. Oh. One more pass here? No, it'll be another smaller one. We're not gonna quite be able to get all that. Alright, that is it. We are going to leave all this here because we're gonna need it for tomorrow night. I am going to... Is there anything used? Nothing I need. That's funny. That is thus one of the smaller ones, though. Nothing we need there. So, what I'm gonna do, real quick, plows. Not pass it. How many meters is that? You know what? For some... No, for creating fields, I don't... We're not done with the trusty for creating fields. This has been my trusty for creating fields for so many games. We're just gonna go with it. Maybe that? That's cool. I like that. Oh, we're gonna hire purchase this. No, 6,000 down. Option 4. There we go. That, my friends, is gonna do it. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Like I said earlier, thank you for the sub. I'm gonna get sound alerts set up before tomorrow night, but tomorrow night, back here, Judith Plains, we're gonna create a field for grass. We're gonna take over a grass area and plow it up and prep it and plant clover or alfalfa in it. I'm thinking clover, but one of those two. And then Friday we'll be on Ray County checking out Vredo. Monday stream over on Yukon for Survival Monday. Survival Monday video. More Vredo videos coming out at least. I'll have a couple more for you at least tomorrow. But with that, if you enjoyed this stream, do not forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you all tomorrow. Later. Thanks for coming out.